I just realized I don't know. Okay, well, at least it's picking up my microphone. Let's see if this does anything. There was a Windows update, which is why none of my audio profiles are working and everything is broken. Because Lord knows Windows is really good for that. There we go. Okay, so that's my controller back. Hang on, I gotta turn on my Rumble haptic feedback really quick. Oh, I can't wait for DSX to update. It's now like changing even one of the settings on it, like crashes it. Which is a shame because I absolutely love playing with this controller. There we go. Controller, audio haptics. Base it off the cable channel. Perfect. Love it. We're not going to do normal triggers. We're going to do resistance. All right. So we got that. We got that. Minimize. Boom. New game. Baker Street.
Dr. Watson, would you kindly close the door behind you so that we can limit the price of your carelessness to merely hours of work rather than days?
My apologies, Mr. Holmes. I found myself rather taken aback. I saw tidier houses in war-torn Afghanistan. Are those my surgical needles?
I ran out of tacks and the matter required immediate attention.
Was that my supper?
Plainly not, for I was the one who ate it.
I set it aside for this evening.
And for that I am grateful.
Is that my bed?
Watson, since you've proven yourself a master of observation, might I ask you to apply your skills to a more pertinent question? Namely, the whereabouts of today's newspapers. They are the key to everything. The newsboy is usually reliable.
Medically speaking, I often find that the key to everything is good sleep. In a bed. You're on the table.
All right, welcome to the game. Use left stick to move around. Press A to interact with objects. Typical.
This mess is getting out of hand. What?
I see we have a decent set of Sherlock outfits to run around in. I have a jacket like that. I like it. Oh, because I think it said I play as Watson in this one. That makes sense.
landlady think?
Here. Use left stick to move, right stick to rotate, hold A to inspect. Tensions between England and Sweden are running high after a series of unfortunate mishaps during a recent visit to London by the Swedish Prince Ilde. Chief among the scandals was the embarrassment of the British diplomatic corps as a result of the unexplained disappearance of Princess Ilde, a personality. The longtime member of her inner circle took the opportunity to explore London while off duty and never returned from his late-night promenade. A spokesperson for police assured the advisor that they are confident the bodyguard will be located, as he is a striking representative of the Scandinavian people. A man like that gets noticed whether by his peers at the gentleman's club or the fair nightingales who comfort them.
Local gossip, all of it uninteresting. Your order from Barnes' bookshop has arrived, Doctor.
Barnes insists on delivering the books to our door, even though we could easily walk to his shop. That's good service.
Another letter from Werner. I never reply, but they keep coming.
That is how investigating works.
I don't see the Strand. Where is it?
Pardon me?
I am on the precipice of uncovering a pattern of crime across London spanning many months and involving many men. The missing paper cannot be a coincidence.
That's preposterous.
My dear fellow, life is infinitely stranger than anything which the mind of man can invent.
Well, life used your newspaper to wipe its posterior, so after that unpleasant discovery this morning, I disposed of it. But in lieu of the Strand, perhaps I can deliver you something equally tantalizing. I have just returned from a patient of mine, Captain Stemwick, who...
No, that will not do. Grab your coat, Dr. Watson. Let us hope nobody has collected the dustbin.
It'll be us going into the world. Let's see here. It's a rainy day. Why not dress as something? Open that and put on a hat. $221 Baker Street. All right, here's the bin. Is that a quill?
A cactus spine. If
Oh.
it gets in your skin, it's awfully tricky to remove, and when laced with poison, the perfect assassination tool. You were mistaken, Dr. Watson. The paper was indeed dirtied, but not how you implied. It's potting soil. See, Watson? The conspiracy is real. Someone tried to poison me.
Poison? You? That's madness. Do you even have enemies that would want to kill you? Okay,
Get the
perhaps
Strand. Get
from
your copy of
Cordona.
the Strand here. Sorry, Mr. Holmes. I just sold my last paper.
Blast. Then why are you still here?
Boss pays by the hour. No sense in returning early.
You're a bright child. I presume you see everything that goes on around here?
Nothing gets past me, mister.
Then tell me, did you notice anyone suspicious at my door this morning?
Like the man with your newspaper?
Precisely. What do you know?
I know the value of a shilling.
Dr. Watson,
Sure, now I can take the day off.
Hang on, I'm adjusting a setting.
which way did he go?
Not sure. I was distracted by customers. Sorry.
Can you describe the man you saw?
He was carrying a lot of books. Up to his chin they were.
Never heard of a well-read assassin.
Looks can deceive, hence the appeal of disguises. Did you see what he was up to?
Nah, not really. I saw him approaching your house, but I had a customer. Then there's a loud bang. I ducked down. Not 'cause I was scared, 'cause I wasn't. I had to protect the merchandise, and all I could see was him kneeling at your door.
All right. You earned your shilling. That'll be all.
Thanks, Mr. Holmes. Maybe I could be your eyes and ears, if you have more shillings.
You've got a new question in your mind place.
Get
Open the
Strand.
case
Get your
book,
copy of the Strand here.
and then navigate to the mind place inside and select the evidence. The mind place. Who ruined the Strand? The cactus spine, potentially played books from Barnes. Okay, what is... Oh, this is how they did it. Okay, I got you. Got it. The missing copy of the Strand was in the bin with the cactus spine stuck to the sheet. Such spines are very tricky to remove once embedded, making it the perfect... Watson brought in this morning post, but the Strand is missing. He disposed of it before entering the building because the pages were soiled. There is still a chance that it might be found, and the newspaper is indeed in the dustbin. Pack of books. The newspaper boy said the suspicious man was carrying a stack of books. And this morning, Mr. Barnes, the local bookseller, delivered a novel from Mr. Watson, a cactus spine for an assassination. A loud bang. A visit to Mr. Barnes is an order.
Come now, Mr. Holmes. Murder? Yes, Barnes has his quirks, but he also has his scruples.
Get the Strand.
Not every
Get
pawn
your
knows
copy
it's
of the
part of
Strand
the game.
here.
You can pin evidence for quick access and the information from your casebook. Open with that. Pin the evidence with the bookstore photo by pushing X.
Get the Strand.
There
Get
you
your
go.
copy of the Strand here.
Barnes Bookshop. Here we go. Unpin it. The Strand is missing. Watson disposed of it. There's a chance to sell in the newspaper books from Barnes. Bags under the eyes. Effects of overworking. Ink on his hands. He's leaning on his leg. High heels. What have we got here? Newspaper ink. Wants to look taller. Sore left leg. The effects of being overworked. Mr. Barnes has large bags of his poor sleep and stress. He's developed a limp, likely the result of an attack. He wears high heels to look taller or stronger, presumably to deter future violence. Mr. Barnes is being threatened by someone and might be involved in a plot against me. Mr. Barnes has developed a limp and has large bags under his eyes, long hours. He is not very confident and tries to appear taller. It seems unlikely that such a person would be involved in a murder plot, even if the ink on his hand suggests he is the one who soiled the newspaper. Nevertheless, Mr. Barnes could still be a pawn in a bigger plan. He's a workaholic. We're going to go with that. Mr. Barnes has developed a limp and has large bags. As a result, he is not very confident. Except...
Mr. Barnes, a word. Oh, for goodness sake.
Who goes there?
Sherlock Holmes. Now will you please...
Mr. Holmes. Golly, I did not see you come in.
Would you care to answer some questions for me?
Well, I wish I could, but I am deep in the weeds with work. How about we reschedule in a month or two?
Come now, Mr. Barnes. It will only take a moment.
Really deep in the weeds with important things. Well, help yourself to any book. Just take it and pay later. I trust you, Mr. Holmes.
Barnes doesn't seem like himself. Why is he acting this way?
You're asking the right questions, Doctor. Let's find a way to coax him out. Basics of cryptoanalysis, cryptography in Egypt. It appears Barnes has an interesting hobby.
Catalog of exotic plants on Barnes's counter. The name of the catalog reads Everlasting Plants for an Everlasting Love. Interesting.
I could hardly imagine anything more macabre. The finest view London has to offer. In the language of Mycroft's secret agents, it's a sign. Dried flowers are replaced when the job is done. I wonder who the recipient is. The finest view London has to offer.
You only deactivated your Twitch. Okay. Welcome back.
An improvised stand, but it does make the flowers more visible.
Is he trying to get the attention?
Hello there. What's your name?
Lily, I know, not very original.
Lily the flower lady.
The weather is dreary, isn't it? To be fair, my flowers could use the rainfall.
Encouraging people to stop and smell the roses?
Our national emblem. God save the Queen.
The pot is damaged. The blow was severe, but softened by something. Familiar spine? Is this what I found in my dustbin? It must take patience and care to produce a bloom so beautiful.
I imagine so. I merely sell them.
Okay.
Anything tickle your fancy, Mr. Holmes?
All right. What do we got? What do we got from her? Avoids eye contact or is she distracted? Luxury fabric. Unusual for work attire. Let me see the brooch. Clean boots. Change shoes upon arrival. What are we missing? Usually something with the hands? No. Oh, lips. She's wearing lipstick. For beauty or for concealment? Alright, so we have a single flower shop lady. Hold on, I'm fixing my chair. Wears a morning brooch in memory. Her dress is made from expensive fabric that is not suitable for work. Her shoes show no traces of mud. I think she's trying to move on. Wears a morning brooch. Her dress is made from fabric. Her eyes. Mrs. Fleming cherishes the memory of her departed husband. She is trying to move on, as suggested by her makeup and nice outfit. Perhaps she's dressing to attract someone's attention, or simply she's learned to love herself again.
Mrs. Fleming, you look particularly lovely today. Is there a reason?
Does a woman need a reason to look or feel beautiful?
No, but your distant look suggests you seek one man's gaze in particular.
Who told you that?
Nobody. Merely a keen eye and some simple deduction.
Yep.
Well, I'll kindly ask you to keep your keen eye to yourself, Mr. Holmes. I'm afraid I can't help with that, Mr. Holmes.
One of these things is not like the other.
Come again?
The cactus. Those fearsome spines can prove a dole to remove, and the sap is often toxic.
And a rose thorn can give you tetanus, but we still grow them. The cactus seems comparatively harmless, though you have me thinking it must be valuable.
I was under the impression that you knew its price already.
Your guess is as good as mine. The first time I saw this cactus was when I came back from my break.
Aha, okay.
I'm afraid I can't help with that, Mr. Holmes.
Are you familiar with Mr. Barnes?
Yes. No, not really. Well,
Okay, yeah, so she's
in a
attracted to
way.
Barnes,
What on
and
earth
he
does
got her a
that mean?
cactus.
I know who he is, of
Got it.
course. But we haven't shared much more than a look.
A look?
Yes. Each morning I go for a walk in the park with my dog, and most days I spot Mr. Barnes there with his new puppy. So we see each other. Actually, we once met briefly while our dogs played. He was quiet and seemed unsteady as he approached. But since then, we've never spoken. I often see him staring through the shop window. Sometimes I wonder what he thinks about that would etch such longing onto his face. Are you sure you're asking the right person? I'm just a flower seller.
What do you make of the flowers in Barnes' shop window?
Well, they could use a bit of water.
Do they mean anything to you?
Mean anything how? I'm not sure I follow, Mr. Holmes.
Why do you think they're there?
Are you suggesting the flowers are for me?
It seems likely, does it not?
Oh, I hope you're right.
Are we gonna... Why is he acting so strangely? Oh, the colors are for the different things. I get it. Man, I'm an idiot. Okay, so they always redo this mine stuff. Yeah, we kind of knew that was going to be the thing.
I think perhaps I have been chasing shadows.
Do not despair, Mr. Holmes. Even the best of us make mistakes. We better tell Mr. Barnes what we've learned.
The ladder is broken recently, judging by the freshness of the wood. So, Barnes has a dog now. Who's a good boy? Mr. Barnes, I know what you did, and I know why you did it.
I'm sorry, Mr. Holmes. I can't hear you very well from behind the door.
You ordered a cactus from the plant catalogue and then left it for Mrs. Fleming as a gift. You place flowers in the window to get her attention and wear high heels to appear taller and more desirable. You are her secret admirer. I couldn't read this morning's edition of The Strand because it was covered in soil and spines. I know you dropped a cactus on it and then fled.
Barnes, it's Dr. Watson. Rest assured we are not interested in disclosing your personal affairs to anyone, including Mrs. Fleming. Please come out.
All right, then.
So, you know what happened then? I was on my way back from the post office, having picked up the cactus and some books. It was quite an awkward package, heavy too, and when I got to your door, I dropped the cactus in your paper. Forgive me.
I needed that paper to prove a theory and prevent a crime. Your actions were rather disruptive. Your clumsiness carrying the post is matched only by the clumsiness of your romantic gesture.
Oh, it's true. I am useless with this sort of thing. I'm not even sure if Mrs. Fleming noticed.
As in most things in life, truth is the answer. Cease with the abstruse signals and anonymous gifts, and simply talk to the woman. What is the worst that can happen? She rejects you, and you are freed from this endless purgatory.
Hell yeah, dude.
Yes, you are correct, of course. I do have a
Man,
slight
the
tendency to
purgatory of
overthink
not
things.
knowing if someone is into you is infuriating.
So at last, we return to the matter of the paper. I'm investigating a string of burglaries. Did you perhaps read of any before the edition was spoiled?
I don't recall, but you're welcome to read our copy for yourself.
You had an issue of The Strand here all along?
Well, naturally.
I'm a
I am
bookseller.
a bookseller. I have a subscription to every magazine and newspaper in London.
So
Yeah,
you
that
ought to
tracks.
be familiar with the concept of burying the lead.
Oh no, my apologies, Mr. Holmes. I'll make it up to you however I can. I am an expert on obscure languages and translation and
Yes, okay. Just give me the paper.
Locals at the port of London had a rude awakening last night with loud bangs and thick red smoke disturbing the peace. Merchant ship Moskva had docked at Pier Number 3 in the early morning en route to Europe when it was rocked by several concussive explosions. The port authority is yet to comment on the incident, and it is unknown if any crew members were on board at the time. Eyewitnesses report seeing saltpeter leaking into the river, but with the area still off limits to workers and the public, it may be some time before we have full account of what transpired.
Come, Dr. Watson. Let us put this matter behind us.
Farewell, Mr. Barnes. I hope to hear good news about you and Mrs. Fleming.
Well, that was an utter waste of time.
That was
An
the
assassination
tutorial. They're
did
always
seem
a
rather
waste of
unlikely.
time.
There was
Jeez.
supposed to be another burglary. I was certain of it. Something you wish to say, Doctor?
No. Well, only that you have a remarkable faculty for deduction and pattern recognition. And that perhaps, if ill applied...
I see things that are not there.
Yes. It is London. There will always be burglaries. Doesn't have to mean anything.
So it seems. Forgive me. Without something to occupy my mind, I turn into an entirely different animal.
Which brings us back to my news from earlier. I think I have a case for you, a real one.
Truly?
Indeed. Though perhaps not as thrilling as your stories from Cordona. A patient of mine, Captain Stenwick, told me that his
I think
servant
Cordona is the
disappeared.
name of the
I said
city of
I
the
knew
first
just
game,
the man to help.
Chapter 1.
What do you say?
Oh, Watson.
Yes, I know it's not the most tantalizing mystery, nor the story to launch my writing career. But...
It's brilliant. Let's go.
Oh, good. Well, his house is nearby. Come.
I should have worn something warmer.
Not much further now.
I will say, this looks really a step backwards graphically from Chapter 1.
Is this lousy attitude of yours because of my altercation with Inspector Lockhart? Did he put you up to this?
Sir, the inspector has nothing to do with it. I'm telling you the same thing I tell anyone seeking a missing person.
Good day, gentlemen. Forgive the intrusion. Captain Stenwick, this is my colleague Sherlock Holmes, the consulting detective I told you about.
At last, a professional. This useless officer refuses to do anything about Kimmy here, my missing servant. What was your name again? I shall be certain to inform your superiors.
Sergeant Ruffles. And it's my superiors who made this decision, sir.
Have there been other disappearances lately?
Of course, here and there. But when life is tough and opportunity comes knocking, you can't blame those who answer.
Why has the police department decided not to help?
We investigate murders, thefts, fraud, arson, real crimes. A servant walking away from his master is not our highest priority. That said, if we find Kimahia breaking the law, we'll be sure to notify Captain Stenwick. Now, I must be off. Best of luck in your search.
You heard that, didn't you? The way that man spoke to me. I shall need your written testimony, then we can lodge a complaint.
Captain, perhaps Mr. Holmes' time is better spent learning about your servant, so that he may begin his investigation.
Ah, yes. Quite right. Fire away.
Tell me about Kimahir.
He's foreign. A Maori. All the way from New Zealand. Biggest man you've ever seen, and as strong as two. Dark hair and fearsome tattoos. He doesn't speak a whit of English. Never bothered to learn. But I made do with pointing. I invested a lot of money in him, so he must be found.
So we're looking for a tall, dark, tattooed man.
When did you last see your servant?
Kimmy here normally brings me the morning papers, but yesterday I had to get them myself. He must have escaped the night before yesterday.
May I see your servant's bedroom?
His shack is in the garden. You can't miss it.
Did you search the room?
Of course.
Of
But only to
course.
check he wasn't lying dead inside. Everything seemed normal at a glance.
Is there any reason Kimahir may have left?
I should think not. He had all he could have wanted. Gainful employment, new clothes, and all the cabbage he could eat.
I take it this is the first time Kimahir has vanished?
Undoubtedly. The man seemed terrified of the city. I think it was all the noise. He never left this estate. Should he cause any damage, I will bear the responsibility, for it was I who rescued him from savagery and brought him here to England in the first place.
Did Kimmer here make off with anything of value?
Heavens, no. I would have mentioned it to Sergeant Ruffles.
Still, he must
Sergeant
have
Rifle?
some money on his person.
No, no. I kept his wages in my safe. For security.
All right, Captain. I think I have enough to get started. We shall first take a look around the mansion.
Go ahead. I'll be here, mentally drafting my complaint.
That camera rotation is like way too quick. And there's no settings screen.
A scrap of Hessian.
I have no idea what Hessian is.
These were sturdy boxes. It would have required a serious blow to break them.
Is that a face?
Impressive. The sack of grain retained the shape of an impact. Someone hit their head here. A small navy spyglass.
Is this a pipe? Is that what that is?
A Maori nose flute. Ngurus, they're called. Clothes made of Hessian. Is Stenwick really so miserly? No air coming through it. No air coming through it. Button chops. The remains of a meal. The ashes are long since cold. A heavy chemical odor. Lend me your nose, Doctor.
Ah, I'll never forget that smell after my time in Afghanistan. That's an opioid, Mr. Holmes, a narcotic.
No air coming through it.
So there's a cloth blocking the air inlet?
The rag reeks of smoke. Someone plugged the chimney. This lock is quite unusual. It appears that the key should be bent to the right. Could have left these tracks. They seem fresh. Someone moved a cart to this spot and then took it elsewhere. Can't see it anywhere in the garden.
The logs near the shack are in shambles as if someone had dropped them. Similar tracks near Imai's door. A garden cart was usually kept under the cover. I need to go ask oh boy for a key. If I can get in his house.
The door to your garden has an interesting lock.
Yes, I have uncommon locks on every door of my mansion. It makes them harder to pick. Kimmy here and I both had a set of keys.
I'll need to borrow them.
No, you'll need to do what I tell you to do. Examine the garden. Where on earth are you going with this? Where on earth are you going with this? Where on earth are you going with this? I thought you were meant to be intelligent.
I will not be long.
They're not going to let me go down the side to examine. Damn it. Okay, so we got
Looks like a knee print. Chewing tobacco. A shoe print, roughly size 11, with a worn-out sole. These are a workman's boots. Someone knelt here. The amount of chewing tobacco suggests they were waiting a while.
Amazing, Mr. Holmes. To read the ground like an open book.
Yeah, none of that's right. Oh, because I gotta... Okay, where does... Maestro lead close, spyglass, chewing tobacco... Yeah, that wasn't it. No, that's not it. Still missing something. What's with the... there's something... no, this is, Sherlock Holmes. This is the, Frogwares games. The incredibly long series. I need you to talk to me about chewing tobacco.
Has Kimahir ever indulged in tobacco?
No, the man doesn't even drink.
Are you certain? I found chewing tobacco in the garden.
I controlled Kimihir's expenses since he struggled with the currency. I would have known.
I
if
know
he
that
used
you
tobacco.
hate vampires so much, even though it is a masterpiece of gaming.
Do you happen to know Kimahir's shoe size?
I wouldn't have the foggiest. But I'm sure it was enormous. Not that it matters. He spent his life barefoot. Despite my best efforts, he simply did not take to shoes. Where on earth are you going with this?
I came across a pile of Hessian clothes in the shack. Are they Kimahir's?
Yes. I had to give him something to clothe himself. He seemed unfazed by his bare skin, but I found it distracting.
Is this spyglass familiar?
I don't recognize it.
Could it be Kimahir's, perhaps?
I doubt it. I never saw him with it, nor could I suggest how he might have come by it.
Oh, yeah! There we go. The good old days. Actually, I really do like that suit. Man, fucking seriously? Oh my god. I have no idea. I have no new... I'm missing something still. Oh, now I can actually build out the entire case. Okay. Fuck, no, wrong one. Okay, so we got a guy here. That seems right. Well, there's a guy watching. So I think he passed out. Alright, so he drugged him, he passed out, he fell backwards, he grabbed the key, he loaded him up onto the cart, and took him away. No? Oh, he was using the spyglass to spy on him. That's what it is. There we go. That's the scene. Play it out.
Surveilling from afar, the intruder waited for a window of opportunity. When Kimahir went to sleep, the man crept up to the shack and slipped narcotics down the chimney pipe, then blocked it with a cloth. Kimahir inhaled the sedative and fell into a deep sleep. The intruder tried to move him, but the man was heavier than expected. The intruder fell on the sack and dropped his spyglass. In order to transport the servant, he had to use the cart. The final challenge was opening the garden door. Luckily for our intruder, Kimahir had the key in his shack.
Remarkable. It makes total sense.
Okay, well, I'm glad it loads faster. In Sherlock Chapter 1, it took forever for all that stuff to load.
You'd best have found something by now, gentlemen.
I found the residue of narcotics in Kimahir's brazier. There are several explanations, perhaps your servant's recreational interest, or an attempt at poisoning.
Cut to the chase, Mr. Holmes.
I fear that someone may have spied upon Kimahir, likely the owner of the spyglass I found earlier. It appears they were watching for some time, as there was an impressive amount of chewing tobacco on the ground.
And your point?
You said that you checked the shack earlier. Did you notice the cart tracks near it? Now, one ought to expect a servant to make regular use of such a thing. Indeed, I would have overlooked the detail were it not for the cart's absence. If, as you say, Kimahir never leaves your estate, then where did it go?
I expect answers from you, Mr. Holmes, not questions.
I won't keep you in suspense any longer, Captain. Kimahir was abducted by the owner of the spyglass. When your servant fell asleep, he slipped a narcotic into Kimahir's brazier to make him sleep even more soundly. In order to carry a man as large as Kimahir, the intruder stole the cart and rolled him right out of your garden.
Now, hold on. All this simply to tell me what I already know? Why haven't you found him yet?
I only arrived a moment ago. It is, frankly, incredible that I have already deduced so much.
I like how the
Every
dude's like,
second
I
you
already
dawdle
knew this.
here
Like, what do you
waiting
mean
for
you
me
knew
to
this?
Stroke your ego is another second wasted. I'm not interested in the how, the why, or the who. I am only interested in recovering my investment. Spare me the claptrap, boy, and go and fetch my servant.
Truly, there is no better evidence of a man's nature than the way he treats those who help him. And you, sir, are a brute. The cruelty of your ignorance about the Maori people, your selfish attitude to a man's kidnapping.
The point is, Captain, we're telling you this for a reason. The intruder fled through the garden door, and we need a key to follow his trail.
Well, then you should have led with that. Here you go. I hope you'll return soon with good news. And in the meantime, please teach your companion the art of brevity. Why are you still here?
I wish I had a gun and I would shoot that guy. But this isn't the other Holmes yet. So the tracks go... Did they go up here or did they go the other way? I'm not sure. I feel like they went left and they went up the road here, unless I'm blind. Weird.
Stenwick makes his servant live in a tool shed. You think you know someone.
Well, what can I say? Colonials are pieces of shit. Yeah, so the tracks go this way.
What does it say? What does it say? What does it say?
What am I looking for here? Like, why?
No seams or torn fabric on this doll. Likely one-legged by design.
Heyo, street pigeons and roof ravens. Another treasure hunt is upon you. With a clue in hand, it's up to you to find all the dolls.
A treasure hunt. Used to do lots of those in my childhood, myself and...
Is it a call for help?
A bad joke. Or both. Better not risk leaving this matter ignored, don't you think? Roy Soulsby. Could that be the name of our man? A strange substance. I have my suspicions based on the color and consistency.
Is it
But would
tobacco
you care
pouch?
to hazard a guess, Doctor?
Well, it's odorless, but from the way it absorbs water, I'd say saltpeter.
I have no
Then
idea
we're
what
in
the fuck
agreement. Well
saltpeter is.
Sturdy rope, professionally tied in a Portuguese bowline. This knot is often used by sailors to create a bosun's chair. Wheels picked up grass along the way. Kimahia's cart, I gather.
cigarette butts. Somebody was here waiting in a
Any
cart.
cigarette butts? Someone stood here for hours.
Horse.
A large pile of horse droppings. There was a cab waiting here. Our abductor slipped in and then off into the night.
Oh my god. Oh my god, I'm going to fucking scream. Why? Okay. We're moving somewhere. I really just need to burn and get rid of all these things that have nothing to do with anything. Finally, okay. What are notable features about the abductor? Chewing tobacco. I take it back. That's not. Saltpeter. Sailor's not. Oh, the calling card? Yeah, that would be it. Okay, so we're still missing a blue spyglass? Or it's a particular knot, spyglass, and footprints of the working man's boot. They all conclude as a sailor. Got it. Abducted by a sailor. Nope. Ta-da.
The strand proved not so useless after all. The saltpeter accident. Doctor, do you recall? The Port of London.
Oh, that's why that was a
Footwear, the
detail.
spyglass.
Indeed. We shall need to take a cab there.
If you find my man, I have a marvelous whiskey with your name on it.
I have no idea where this is supposed to be turned in. That, welcome to the hunt? Oi, are you a taxi? Yes, you are. You cannot return after leaving. Be sure to finish everything you want to do here. There you go. I kind of don't care about the outfit and just want to push ahead so we can get to Cthulhu Island.
Where to, Gav? The Port of London, please. I will show you where to stop.
Chapter 1, Chapter 2. Got it.
Mr. Holmes, what a compelling mystery we have stumbled upon. Perhaps I have the premise of my next novel.
One kidnapping does not a story make.
Stop! A black cat crossed before us. It's a bad omen.
I do not take you for the superstitious type, Doctor. Such things are mere fantasies, tricks of a feeble mind. One imagines a physician would keep a surer footing in reality.
Perhaps, before the war, my time abroad was difficult. Once, I came across an Afghan, bleeding, who I could not save. He pressed a rosary into my hand.
Oh, that's right.
A gift,
Doctor.
he said, so as to gain God's favor. After that...
Dr. Watson?
Yes, well, I shan't get into details, but sometime later I found myself lost in the desert. Dehydration set in, and things grew ever more dire. The man's words came to me. I said a prayer and placed the rosary on a rock. A gift to gain God's favor.
And you were rescued.
Yes. A detachment of British soldiers found me.
To whom I'm grateful. But without their diligence, you would not be standing here and I would not have this case.
I'm sure you have another explanation prepared, Mr. Holmes, but I think I shall cling to the occasional superstition all the same.
To each his own, Dr. Watson. So long
To
as it does
each
not interfere
their
with my
own.
methods, do it. We must press on, cat or no cat. The question remains, why abduct Kimahir?
Alright, why did we abduct the tall black gentleman?
It appears that the saltpeter explosion rattled the locals. Can't blame...
Okay.
them for staying home. It's a large harbor. If our kidnapper is hiding here, finding him won't be easy.
Oh, wow. We are in a very large area. Excuse me, Mum.
Carl Dalton swears she saw ghosts in warehouse too. The coppers even went over there. Must be serious.
Oh, hardly a reputable establishment.
I've seen worse. Greetings, miss. I'm hoping you can help us.
We shall soon see.
All right, let's give her the look. Bit distended. She has morning sickness. Her trousers are tight. She has chapped lips. Barmaid is in the early stage, hence a slightly distended belly and hits of morning nausea. Chapped lips and a pale face indicate a lack of proper nutrition. Tries hiding her swollen belly by wearing trousers that are too tight for her. She clearly has yet to know of her pregnancy as she keeps wearing her usual clothes, which are now too tight for her. I think we're gonna go with unaware?
Miss, what if I told you that you are in the family way?
No, really? Oh, thank you, sir. How would I, a simple woman, have ever known without your help? You must be a doctor.
In a manner of speaking.
He's not. He merely has the ego of one. I apologize, miss. Mr. Holmes is fond of his observations, but I am the doctor here, not him. Do you need any help?
I'm fine, thank you. I would rather not discuss my condition, nor let word of it spread.
I heard tell of a recent explosion in the port. What do you know of it?
Ah, yes. Something exploded in a ship's cargo hold. Caused a terrible blaze. The sky was red with smoke till morning.
Where precisely did it occur?
The ship sank near the third pier, next to the dockyard.
My colleague and I are seeking a burly man, above average height, with workman's boots.
Half my customers, then. Your description hardly narrows things down.
Are you familiar with a Roy Soulsby?
Roy Soulsby? I know the name, but he's not one of my regulars. My guess is that he works somewhere around here. What can I get you?
How can I help? I could try and flag someone down.
Help me, please.
You are lucky to find me.
The man usually wanders close to the dockyard.
The coffin won't go away and the doctor's too pricey.
May I ask you something?
I can't help you with this.
The coffin won't go away and the doctor's too pricey.
Help me, please.
I wish I could be of help, but I can't. Sorry.
Is this familiar to you?
I can't help you with this.
Do you know anything about this?
I can't help you with this.
Could you help me?
I can't help you with this.
I guess dockside would what, be down the road?
Is there a doctor?
A man is very sick here.
It sounds as though those people will need my help.
Hello, this is Dr. Watson. We'll take a look at your friend. Freshly dug up treasures, it seems.
Everything ends up in a river. It's a good thing these people take something from it.
The water has a curious whitish tinge to it.
This dude is dead.
The subject is hyperventilating. He has a pale face and dilated pupils. Dilated pupils, decolorized skin, necrosis. What do you make of this, Doctor?
All signs point towards acute poisoning. It could possibly be due to chemicals. I won't jump to any conclusions yet.
Help me, please.
I can't tell you because I don't know.
Could you help me?
It's a shame I can't answer your question.
May I ask for your assistance?
Sorry, sir. I can't help you.
May I ask you something?
I can't tell you because I don't know.
May I ask for your assistance?
I don't think anyone here knows the answer. You should ask someone else.
What are you looking at? You like to watch our man suffocates himself for food.
Oh.
If we stay out much longer, I'm going to need some supper. Do you feel like a meat pie?
Can you satisfy my curiosity?
I can't help you with this.
Are you able to help me?
I can't help you with this.
After the incident the other day, it seems customers are staying at home. The people here are resilient. Tomorrow it'll all be forgotten. Be careful on the port, gentlemen. The fog is particularly thick tonight.
Do you know anything about this?
As much as I'd like to help you, I know nothing about this.
Excuse me, just one question.
I'm sorry, but I don't know.
Missing persons poster. Grievous. Well, it's about time to get off. Alright, nothing up here. He hangs down by the dock. I guess near the docks.
Could you help me?
It's a shame I can't answer your question.
May I ask for your assistance?
I don't think anyone here knows the answer. You should ask someone else. Ma Dalton swears she saw ghosts in warehouse too. The coppers even went over there. You must be serious.
May I ask for your assistance?
Of course I know. To cut a long story short.
Excuse me, just one question.
No, sir, I've never heard of it.
Do you know anything about this?
No, sir, I've never heard of it.
Not in the mood, mate. Shoo!
Pardon me, sir. I am looking for Roy...
Not again. Yes, I'm Roy, but I can't help you find your uncle or whoever you've lost.
Now, what makes you think I would inquire about missing people?
You are the fourth person to ask this week. Just because I work at the port doesn't mean I keep track of everyone who comes here.
May I ask what you're doing here?
This is where the ship sank the other day. I'm trying to work out how we'll remove it.
You say we are not the first to ask you about a disappearance. Do you recall anything about those who came inquiring?
I only remember the foreign woman. I didn't catch her name, but those are her posters hanging up everywhere. She has badgered me twice now, but I still don't know nothing.
And this woman can be found?
No clue. She was talking gibberish.
Now, where was I?
Mini stamp ink stage. HM Customs. Got a solid gold pocket watch? Average build. His lack of muscle tone implies that he is hardly strong. This just doesn't seem like Carl Imiha's abductor. His left palm bears several stamp ink stains. Some letters HM Custom. Apparently he's a customs officer. He holds a brand new Waltham pocket watch. Only a corrupt custom officer can afford. Where did my audio go? Hold on a second. I mean, I feel like he's corrupt. There's no other way around it, right? Dude's scrawny as hell. There we go.
Have you seen this before?
My card? Where did you dig that up?
At a crime scene near Baker Street involving a young servant's kidnapping, I might add.
No. Someone used it without my consent. How else would it end up there? That boat explosion stopped most traffic coming into the port. Guess I'll be without work for a while. Wonder why people are going missing. Puts a man on edge.
I'm shooting for the moon on this one, wholeheartedly. Great.
You know.
Help me, please.
I don't think anyone here knows the answer. You should ask someone else.
Excuse me, just one question.
I don't think anyone here knows the answer. You should ask someone else.
Okay, so I can't be here. I gotta go back to the shanty town. A red rag hangs over the house's entrance. Is this the shanty town? I have no idea where I'm at. Shantytown it is. Fast travel. Red, right there.
Pile of rotten food. It carries danger, but not of the kind that we witnessed. May I ask for your assistance?
I don't think anyone here knows the answer. You should ask someone else.
If we stay out much longer, I'm going to need some supper. Do you feel like a meat pie?
Almost no fish the last couple of days. Almost no fish the last couple of days.
Gruesome. It's been decomposing for weeks. If this were the origin of the disease, it would have started sooner than a few days ago. The waterway goes under the buildings. We'll need to find other open sections in order to continue our search. Hello, lad. Is this where I may find Dea?
You read the poster? Yes? You know where my brother Girves is?
Sadly, no. Well, not yet. Where did you last see Girves?
He worked at a, warehouse. This man, Roy Solby, gave him the job. He paid him a necklace.
you still have the necklace that Soulsby gave to Girves?
Girves left it near the shrine. I tried to sell it to buy medicine, but no one wanted to buy.
How would you describe this Soulsby?
He was big and strong. He had a big scary eye.
Scary, you say?
Yes, like it was made of metal.
I want to speak to Dea. Is she around?
Amma, my mother, she got sick after the fire. Big red smoke. She...
Don't go any.
If we stay out much longer, I'm going to need some supper. Do you feel like a meat pie? If we stay out much longer, I'm going to need some supper. Do you feel like a meat pie?
So I gotta go out and around. Oh. God, I'm going the wrong way. Wow, I'm stupid.
The coffin won't go away and the doctor's too pricey.
Move. I wonder if that guy's sick from the saltpeter in the water.
This pipe disposes of wastewater from a factory, a possible culprit, but would likely have caused trouble a long time ago. Moving on.
Where's the next one? It is right here. I gotta go left at the track.
Phenol, a dangerous substance often used as a sanitizer, coming from spade chemicals. The fish's scales have decolorized. What a disaster.
Never load this trolley with more than half the weight of Danny Nutcracker or 200 pounds. She did the Mexican flamingo with Joshua, and the poor thing is not running well. The trolley, that is, Joshua broke long ago. Also, the ship from Barbosa asked for a ton of phenol, so let's hurry up.
A recent cart crash.
If we stay out much longer, I'm going to need some supper. Do you feel like a meat pie?
I can't tell if you're being serious, if you're being sarcastic. I like these games because, like, they literally don't hold your hand. It's go fuck off. Figure it all out on your But then I also hate this game because it tells you to fuck off and you have to go figure it out on your own. There's no help. This is warehouse 10. 9, 8, 7. Blah, 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 blah. Move. Wait, this is the docks. This isn't the warehouse. Nothing is better than Booby Mondays. 3, 4. No, so we gotta go. Move this way. This honestly kind of makes me want to play Sherlock Chapter 1 again. 2.
Good evening, Constable. I heard some people talking of ghosts in this warehouse.
Gossips, all of them. An old lady neighbour saw some lights and ghostly shapes in the middle of the night.
I thought you fell
She
asleep a
heard
while
music
ago,
too.
honestly.
Turns out this was the warehouse of Grandpa Kujak. He owned a business with theatre props for scary shows. I went in and, well, it is a bit creepy, but I think it was probably some kids fooling around.
Do you mind if I take a look inside?
Not at all. It's like Madame Tussauds, only worse. I'll be on the beat round the pub for the rest of the night. Damned explosion. Good night, sir.
Gotcha. Tell your sister I said hello. You took a shower? Oh man, the amount of conversation. Oh, Jimbo comes and goes. Jimbo is one of my favorite people. He was a streamer from a long time ago that I had the pleasure of meeting and hanging out with in person. But unfortunately, Jimbo's
An effective contraption. It still works.
okay. Is this to make the image of ghosts?
They opened the casket and left marks.
Oh, he absolutely fucking hates the game Vampire. I think it's one of the best games we've ever made. It's got a great story, though.
There was a box in the coffin. It was removed quite recently. A herbal odor with an acylic base. Liquor? Inspired by the legend of Sleepy Hollow.
I have no idea why there's bright neon green footprints. That's a little beyond me at the moment. Oh, that's why.
Somebody had fun. Several crates are missing.
No, it's literally the lead, or not the lead paint,
Phosphorus, used recently.
phosphorus paint.
Where is this going? That's most likely the ghost the old lady saw through the window.
Right.
A small cart left those tracks.
There we go.
Bottles of various shapes and sizes. I detect a mix of chemicals and aromas. No brand or markings. It looks like a bulk product.
Oh, I get it. Yeah, that's not it. You're eating Chipotle? Oh, there's the bottles right. I'm like, what's the third scene I'm missing here? All right, let's run it.
Somebody played with phosphorus to give the illusion of ghosts or ectoplasm. In reality, they were here to mix a few ingredients and prepare a solution of some sort. Then they took a box hidden inside the casket. And they left through that gate with a small cart.
Ma Dalton swears she saw ghosts in warehouse too. The coppers even went over there. You must be serious.
Yeah, it's not. It's just some bullshit. Oh, they're done. Okay. Okay, so now we gotta follow cart tracks, which I doubt are gonna be up here. So we just gotta pin this and be a detective. Nah, this is way too small. Watson, move. Oh, oops. Okay, so they went. Hello?
Dr. Tippett's electric pectobrain. Patent medicine of the future.
This is a patent medicine. A quick fix at an expensive price that drags the patient slowly into death.
Somebody's using the warehouse to produce an unknown beverage. Your cart can't be that hard to track. The warehouse, a beverage. Oh, you know what? I wonder if that's what's killing this guy.
Could you help me?
I think I can help you.
Can be found in Shantytown. It is dispensed in a yard to the sick and suffering. Dr. Tiptoe's electro-pectobrain can be found in shantytowns. It is dispensed in a yard to the sick and suffering. Wouldn't this... No, right here? Yep, there he is. Yeah, this kind of makes me want to play the other one again.
Where are we? The field hospital?
He's very young. Got the international symbol for doctor on his neck. Got some large fucking ears. Here, what do we got? Homemade medicine recipe. He stole the, oh, yeah, glowing powder, phosphorus. He stole the medicine. The man appears too young to have completed medical university and therefore can hardly claim to be a doctor. His hands are stained by phosphorus, most likely from the props warehouse. He's carrying a book on homemade medicine. He is trying to make a quick buck by exploiting people, and therefore can hardly claim his doctor title. His hands are stained from phosphorus, most likely from the props warehouse. He's carrying a book. He may have good intentions, but good intentions are a poor substitute for expertise. What do you want to say? Do you want to say he's a charlatan, or do you want to say he's a self-taught healer? I'm leaning towards self-taught healer. Because he's got nothing on him that would make him to give the illusion of having money. Or even making money, honestly.
Good evening, sir. Are you the gentleman who sells that intriguing pecto-brain beverage?
Good evening, gentlemen. I'm Dr. Thomas Tippett, and yes, its proud inventor and purveyor.
Are you a doctor? You seem remarkably young.
I'm self-educated. I help people in need around these parts with my medicine.
Helping, as in bringing to the grave?
That is unfair, sir. The virtues of my invention are to calm the nerves, to stop coughing due to the endless smog, and to help children to sleep.
Has your beverage been tested by your peers or any medical authority? I am a doctor, and it appears that you are playing with people's lives, people who place their trust in you to ease their pain.
People need help, and drugs are expensive. My formula helps, and it's inexpensive. The product is dispensed from here only, so dose and usage are controlled. I looked into other patented medicines. They contain harmful or useless substrate, and they're sold in respected shops and pharmacies.
Do you realize what you are doing? You are playing with people's health.
You are a doctor. Take a look at my product. You won't find mercury, radium, lithium, or any other toxic substances drowned in alcohol and sold freely by so-called health professionals. I can show you how I work. Let me help people.
Watson, what do you make of this situation?
I'm not sure. Patent medicines can be a scourge, yes, but he is not entirely wrong in practice.
Why the haunted warehouse?
Well, nobody was using it, and people are afraid of ghosts. It kept them away until today. What I do is not entirely legal, but I do help people. I help up to 50 people here every day. It is working.
The cart from Warehouse 2.
I can hear the patient suffers with their lungs.
Almost all men die from their remedies rather than their diseases.
Oh my god, we have so much shit going on right now. The Thomas Tipton is distributing a cure of his own to the port's inhabitants. He seems to be on his own mission to help those in need. The police can be informed of Tippett's activities, or Tippett can go on helping, albeit imperfectly. Solid fucking dilemma. So what's the right? God, I love my computer so much. It just loads everything so quickly. What do you do? Do you turn them into the cops and let them shut him down and give no reprieve to the sick, or do we leave him be and let's just, you know, let him fuck off?
May I ask for your assistance?
I'll be happy to help you. So listen to me.
The Spade Chemicals building is located in 5. All right, let's go to 5. 8, 7, 7, 8. That's 2, 3. What is this? 4. So 4, 5 is here? Nope, that. I think this is it. This is 4. No, that's 4. That's a canning factory. So where's 5? 3, 4. I have no idea where warehouse 5 is at.
May I ask you something?
I don't think anyone here knows the answer. You should ask someone else.
Where is warehouse 5 at? Seven, 6. So I'm like literally right here, right? Oh, Spade Chemicals. Jeez, I'm blind. Is that a cart with a bad wheel? No. Warehouse 5. Here we go.
Barrels of phenol from your company ended up in the canal. It has poisoned people. You will need to clean it up properly. Otherwise, we will inform the authorities.
What the? We will call the cleaning brigade immediately. I hope this can stay between us.
Okay, so now I gotta go back and tell them what the outcome is.
The coughing won't go away. The doctor is
Gentlemen, the doctor here and I have found the source of the contamination. Spade Chemicals will take care of it.
That's pretty good news. But how long will it take? And what about our friend? Will someone pay for his treatment?
Pressurize the company. But for now, get rid of the stained clothes and rinse any phenol-affected skin. No one else should touch the canal today.
Thank you. We'll do that. Let's go to the cheap doctor for help.
Boom! Oh, yeah! Let's go! I'm a doctor!
Damn phosphorus. I thought it was funny, but you can't get rid of it.
Yeah, I'm gonna go heal people. Or they're gonna die. I don't know how this works being a doctor. Oh, that literally just changed my entire outfit. Go back.
The doctor is too pricey.
It's 11:40. I think I need to get going to bed here. So I just saw your messages on Discord. I turned the game volume up. Did that fix the issue?
The coffin won't.
The boy says his brother Gervish disappeared after a strong man with a metallic eye hired him.
I see.
I didn't think he had a metallic eye.
What are you gawping at?
I have been told that you hired Dea's son, Girves, right before he vanished. His brother also said you had a metal eye. What do you make of this?
Tell that him to stop making things up. I could do with a pint of the cursed mermaid.
Wrong man with a metallic eye. This is gonna get rid of a lot of clues because none of them are gonna stick. Oh my god. 2 out of 3? I am one of the best detectives in the world. That's not it. Yeah, there's no other. That's nothing.
The thought of walking in this fog.
Let's see if this guy knows anything about a tall guy with a metallic eye.
May I ask you something?
No, sir, I've never heard of it.
Yeah, his testimony.
If we stay out much longer, I'm going to need some supper. Do you feel like a meat pie?
Excuse me, just one question.
As much as I'd like to help you, I know nothing about.
Payment on the altar. Okay, so let's go back to the shanty town. And just like that, everyone's gone. Everyone got better.
If everything goes well, I could open a cure centre in Lambeth and even Whitechapel after that. If everything goes well, I could open a cure centre in Lambeth
What
and even
altar
Whitechapel
are they
after that.
talking? Is it an altar in the apartment?
I should have helped Amma put out the posters.
There we go.
If she hadn't been in the smoke so long, maybe she wouldn't be sick.
This cheap pendant looks like silver, but it's only made of tin. No surprise the boy couldn't sell it.
Oh my god, that shell design. What do we got here? What is this?
I miss Girves. Do you think he's okay?
Yeah, that outfit looks a little bit rough, actually. Really weird that they have costume options, but that doesn't actually do anything in this version. Oh, what am I missing? I don't know what I'm missing.
Do you know anything about this?
I don't think anyone here knows the answer. You should ask someone else.
Help me, please.
Sorry, sir. I can't help you.
What am I missing?
Can you satisfy my curiosity?
No, sir. Never heard of it.
The only thing I can think of is to head back to Roy and bring up the fact he gave him a piece of tin. Like, that's it. I have no idea what else I'm supposed to do right now. What up, asshole?
Dutch courage to walk in this fog. But I'd have to walk through the fog to get to the pub. That's just cruel, that is.
Can you satisfy my curiosity?
I don't think anyone here knows the answer. You should ask someone else.
Alright, moving on. Okay, some in the warehouse district.
May I ask you something?
Sorry, sir. I can't help you.
I have no idea what metallic eye means.
Can I ask you a question?
Sorry, sir, I can't help you.
Like, unless I go ask that kid again. You know what?
Coffee won't go away and the doctor's too pricey.
I'm gonna go ask the barmaiden. The only one I haven't gone back to yet. There it is.
Have you ever heard of a man with a metallic eye?
I've seen him even. Dirty Summers is the name. A nasty lout with a silver ball in place of a missing eye. Doesn't look like anything to me. Never heard of it. Doesn't look like anything to me. Have you been drinking? Doesn't look like anything to me. Doesn't look like anything to me. Have you been drinking?
What do you know about this poster?
A foreign woman asked to put it up. She's plastered them all over the port.
Any clues as to her whereabouts?
None. It was hard to understand what she was saying.
I shudder to ask, but where does one find a Dirty Summers?
He likely signed on with a ship. I am not one to spy on others, let alone him.
I see.
My advice, keep away from him.
Oh wow, that just fucking destroyed all of my... Oh wait, because I don't know where he is yet. That's why. Jimbo, I'm not losing, if that's what you mean. Oh wait, did this say where to find that lady hanging up posters?
What are you gawping at?
Mr. Soulsby, you know more than you're letting on.
What makes you say that?
Well, I kind of think you're a piece of shit.
And how do I fit in all this? Sorry, you lost me there.
A man named Dirty Summers was involved in some recent kidnappings across London. He used your name as a cover for his deeds.
What? Really? That doesn't mean I'm involved, though. Boulder Dash.
Fuck.
Mr. A man...
What?
Where's the description of him being a corrupt asshole?
Your calling card was found at the crime scene. That's enough to make you a suspect.
You cannot be serious.
It's true. And that's before mentioning your gold watch. It's brand new and awfully expensive for a customs officer. Clearly you have found yourself another source of income. I'm sure Scotland Yard will be delighted to investigate further.
All right, stop. Look, it's not as it seems. I did not partake in the kidnappings.
I'm all ears, Mr. Soulsby.
Yes, I know.
This is a very different
he paid
system.
me to turn a blind eye to his business in the warehouse area. Just that. On my word.
You did not tell me which warehouse he used?
I do not recall, but I used red paint to mark unsupervised warehouses. Ought to be one of them.
What else can you say of Summers?
He is a regular at the Cursed Mermaid. Goes there with his crew almost every evening.
What for?
I don't know. I assumed just for a drink. I need a little Dutch courage to walk in this.
Why do I have the feeling that you know more about Dirty Summers than you're letting on?
I have nothing more to add, sir.
Hit her with the evidence. Do I not have the evidence to do this?
Why do
I failed to. Are you?
Why?
I failed. Are you?
What?
I failed. Are you?
We must... Oh, no. No chance of a...
Okay, so we gotta go to the warehouse district to find... I can't because I'm in a different zone. Okay. Try that shit again. Warehouses. Alright, so now we gotta find red X's, or red something or others. This one is clean. This is already part of a separate one, so we're good with 2. 5 is busy. Let's see here real quick. I have no idea what that says. 3 is in use. 4 is in use. 6, 7. 10 is good. 9 is good. 8.
May I ask you something?
Move!
Here knows the answer. You should ask someone else.
If we stay out much longer, I'm going to need some supper. Do you feel like a meat pie?
So 8 is unsupervised. Two is unsupervised. This is definitely not unsupervised. 1 is good. Do I really have to go back to the mermaid? Yeah, like I've got nothing.
If we stay out much longer, I'm going to need some supper. Do you feel like a meat pie?
Like, I don't think confronting her is gonna do anything, though.
Why do
I have nothing. I failed. I have.
Enough. I have hard evidence that Summers was involved in recent kidnappings across London.
I'm not surprised. So what? You sure?
Enough. A customs officer, Roy Soulsby, testified that Summers was a regular here. You must know something about his business.
All I know is his drinks order. Hard to make it.
Are you serious?
You sure?
Oh, I clicked too fast!
Enough. Ache.
Oh.
If the lives of the missing do not concern you, then I would urge you to think about your unborn child.
Are you threatening me?
Many people are missing, and the main suspect based himself in your establishment. One word to Scotland Yard and your life takes a turn for the worse. Now, spare yourself the trouble and tell me all you know.
Okay. Summers hired my private room. I think he used it to recruit people, but I haven't seen him in a few days. He paid me cash, so I paid him no attention. Nor did I touch anything inside. Here's the key, go and do what you will. Just leave me out of it.
Oh my god, I'm a genius. The job to move crates in the warehouse area. Dirty Summers hires men in the pub's private room.
£5. That won't go far. Strange symbols. I don't recognize them.
Parker, invoice 02012B, September 1820, sold to Oscar Summers, high quality sailcloth, packed one crates, 50 pounds. Investigated crime
If we
scene.
stay out much longer, I'm going to need some supper. Do you feel like a meat pie?
That's not it. Yeah, is it the hiring notice? Dirty Summers has hired men for warehouse work, specifically to carry crates of sackcloth. The abductees could still be inside the warehouse, which should be marked with red paint, which would be warehouse 8.
Constable, I'm afraid we saw Dr. Watson here can confirm it.
Really? I'm 99%. I won't report this to my colleagues after my shift. Some of them might...
Well, let's hope that guy's not being a piece of shit. We already know it's warehouse 8. Now, the other part of this game is finding where you hid your stuff. I think this is what, 4? 1? Six, 7. So 8 should be like around the corner here.
Unlikely that this warehouse has the goods. Unlikely that this warehouse has the goods.
My dude. Are you for real?
Unlikely that this warehouse has the goods.
But now I think we're in the docks section. Yeah, this is super in the docks.
Are you able to help me?
Sorry, sir, I can't help you.
I'm running in circles. The sailcloth warehouse is to the back here. Like, I already know that. Huge sail painted on the side of it. That's the canning factory. There it is. Oh my god, there's lock picking! I'm a little confused how this lockpicking works. Oh, really? So that's 2, 1, and 3? Okay. Alright, so we got we've got 2, 1, and 3. Or we don't. Oh god, I was thinking about that in reverse. Okay. Fucking first try.
Really, Holmes, this ought to be beneath you. As my brother would say, it is for the greater good.
Honestly, there's nothing really good to save up for. You just tell me what you want.
Prevent any movement. This crank saw some use.
Hey,
Good
Mook.
quality, but torn in many spots.
How you doing, man? Sure.
Mold. That's why you don't leave sailcloth lying out.
Dude, I honestly only have Netflix because other people use it. Like, I really don't watch Netflix anymore.
There are a couple of marks on this end. The scratches are fresh, left by something metallic.
Mook, you have a good day at work, man? I mean, yeah, I don't know, dude. I have no idea.
It's stuck. No one's used it in a very long time.
Okay.
Well oiled and well maintained. Fit for a crank.
Well, I know where the crank is. Crank is down here. Not today's my day off. Slept for 12. Yeah. Oh, yeah, you said you mentioned, or you were playing that. Yeah. Mook, did you watch when I played Sherlock Chapter 1?
A hidden passage. Just as I expected.
I'm literally skipping this missing persons thing. Oh, it's 12:15 though. I do gotta call it, so we're just gonna push
Wait
ahead.
here, Watson, and keep an eye on the doors. I'll scout the premises.
Will do. Be careful down there.
Be careful down there. Mook, I don't want to talk about how I'm a pacifist. Like, you don't need to rub that in my face. I feel like this is a step backwards in the design, although I haven't gone to even the main city yet. Like, I'm still relatively in the tutorial area. But I think Chapter 1's open world switching costumes and stuff was more expansive than what this allows for so far. Because right now, this is very linear, and I don't know if it's just this. Granted, this is a remake.
What's happening?
Oh.
What is this place? Where am I?
Here we are.
Strangely cold. Something is missing. This cannot have been under the port of London all along. Is it an illusion? The only way forward is the abyss. The only way forward is the abyss. Strangely cold. Something is missing.
Have a good night. I love you too. Okay.
Phew. I didn't die.
Kinda glad I got that.
It is icy cold and pulsating.
And pulsating. Holy shit, that's so cool.
My heart, be calm.
Kayarnak Kadich 2?
Now I am somewhere else. How?
Dude, this just took a super cool, awesome, creepy ass turn.
It's harder to breathe here.
Whoa! I bet you I can jump into it. I bet you I'm going to have to jump into it.
It's like it stares right through me.
So I either have to jump in that. I was gonna say, I think I gotta like walk backwards or something.
It's like it stares right through me.
All right, let's give this guy a shot. God, I hate Cthulhu stuff. Yep. Yep, there it is. Where is it? Yep.
Head is already spinning. When will this end?
Okay, so we got
There are
two
recesses.
recesses. Okay, you push them open. Bugna Faf He.
It's rather frustrating. On my head. What just happened?
If I just keep running into that one. Okay, so it's not the Pages of Pain maze puzzle. There it is. Fun Guli Magua Nahaf.
kind of trickery is this? There are 2 recesses.
So it's this one. And is it this one? Yes.
Oh, that is truly revolting.
Oh, that's cool.
Frozen and...
Oh, because the footsteps are walking backwards.
The stench.
Yep.
A strange stone.
Big fan.
Did I get out? John?
What is it, Holmes?
Shit. Shit. I don't have enough evidence for anything at the moment.
Watson?
Holmes, where are you? Holmes, are you all right?
Fine. Watson, I'm fine, thank you for asking.
Fine? By Jove, you should have heard the way you called out my name.
It was just a game of shadows.
I'm glad. This place gives me the chills. What are we dealing with?
Something that's finally interesting.
Well, he's a lot smaller than he looks like in Smite.
Cyanosis of the lips, marks on the neck. This man was strangled. His abdomen is severely bloated. I've never seen a pattern like this before. Old blood stains.
North any manner discreet. For you we shall search the world. Massachusetts.
An American passport. Amos Colby. Someone got their hands dirty painting this with blood.
I keep forgetting this game doesn't take place in the States.
At least 24 pendants, all identical and made of tin. It seems made for simple experiments. I wager they could not afford a better set. This box contained a narcotic substance, much like the one in Kimihia's brazier. Black Edelweiss Institute established 17-something. Did you hear that, Watson?
I hear you.
Kianak, Flegethor, Lebumna, Siaha, Inguft. Finglui, Maglanafa, Cthulhu, Rilia, Waganagal, Fatagan.
What on earth?
How is that possible?
Oh, potent. This sensor has more narcotic residues. What on earth? It looks like the scribbling of madmen. Someone used mud to draw a cross in a rectangle. Why? These clothes were crudely cut off someone. An American, judging by the style.
Okay.
Fine rope work. Cut by a finer blade.
What are we missing? Man, this is all super fucking creepy.
Who are these people?
I kind of wonder if these are the developers.
These clothes are missing buttons. They were forcefully removed.
Excuse me.
Dumpra, a staple of lecturemen's attire in Nepal. Gathered from dozens of people at the very least. I must have seen this one before. That explains my hallucinations.
Holmes, are you sure you've left no stone unturned?
Miserable food, mass-produced. Deep scratches left in a frenzy. The strength it would take to carry this crate, let alone break it. A small bloodstain, but not serious.
I gotta find everything now. Okay. That's 3, 2. Where's 1? Okay, so 1. 1. Two. I think it's the cult. 1, 2. No, the clothing's forcibly removed. What's the one I'm missing? I think it's the corner piece. Out with a rope. Run it.
Many people were brought to this place. Their abductors stripped off their clothes and discarded them in a pile. The prisoners were kept in a soporific trance by the use of narcotics. A few tried to resist, but Alas, in vain. After a few days, everyone was stuffed in a crate and sent elsewhere. Only one captive was left behind. He was strangled to death on this altar.
What the hell is happening, Holmes?
Calm yourself.
Cannot be. What is it? Oh my God.
Are they eels? Leeches?
Please tell me we found all we needed to, Holmes.
I think we found a bit more than that.
Yet we have no clue as to where those people have been taken.
And that's where you're wrong, Watson. We have more than enough. I just need to connect the dots. How about you pack your suitcase in the meantime, my dear fellow? Just in case.
Well, there we go. We got our first investigation knocked out of the way. I'm gonna call it there. We're getting close. Wow. Honestly surprised I nailed that first try. What cool new outfits did I get? Oh yeah, the stylish Elton John glasses. Yeah, I'm gonna call it there though. That's gonna be the end for me. I hope hope you all have a good night. I'll talk to you all later.